How's it going, everyone? My name's Paul. Welcome to the channel. As you can see, I have a giant box in front of me. I won an auction. Surprise, surprise. There's some new stuff in here, some stuff I've never worked on, so let's open it up and see what's in there. Wow, this is fancy. Okay, well, it's pretty obvious right away. We'll start with the Wii here. It's pretty beat up. It's missing the plate here. Seems like there's something wiggling around inside. You can see it took a tumble. You see that? Okay, well. Oh, that really does not sound good. Well, that'll be fun to open up and see what's going on. Okay, next up we have a black Xbox 360. Give it a shake. Sounds okay. Doesn't seem to be any major damage. A little crack there where the hard drive was. Of course, I don't think any of these came with hard drives. That's where the hard drive goes, right? I never actually owned one of these. I noticed they seem to be missing the front plate a lot. Seems to be very common. I think all these have it though. Ew. Could have cleaned the gum off of it. That would have been nice. Oh, that's why, because that's really on there. Okay. I'll deal with that another time. Okay, no major shakes there. No major damage, it looks like. So. Next up we have the final Xbox 360, a white one. Looks like there's some damage to the memory card ports. It's missing one of the doors, the other one won't stay closed. So there's probably a spring floating around it there somewhere. Otherwise, it looks okay-ish, I guess. Here's an original Xbox. Again, I never owned one of these. Overall, seems to be in decent shape. I don't know what kind of common failures these things had, the originals, or if there even was like a common failure, like the red ring of death. All right, and finally, my go-to, the original PlayStation. Nothing major there, just dirty. Very dirty. Got some stickers. Well, I mean, this looks good. It's really hit and miss on those. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. I'd say about 50-50. So, yeah, there you have it. That's all the stuff in here. I've never worked on a 360, an Xbox, or a Wii. Really, the only thing I've worked on is like a Game Boy and PlayStation stuff. So, it'll be interesting. It'll be a lot of fun. I don't have any cords for any of this stuff, so I can't really test it right now. I do have a controller, surprisingly, for a 360, but I don't know if it works, so. And then I have to get a hard drive for it. I get for them. I have to find one of those. And the cords. And see what's up with these, but then just get them all cleaned up. And that's basically it. It's kind of what I like to do. So, you know, if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. Tune back in and you'll probably catch me working on some of this stuff. Or some other stuff. I don't know what else. So, you know, if you like this video, go ahead, like it, subscribe, do all that stuff that everyone always asks you to do. Because that would be nice and cool, but you don't have to. So, anyways, stay tuned if you want to see me try to fix any of this stuff. And we'll catch you on the next one, folks. Well, hey, welcome back. I went to edit everything together and realized that was a very short video. That unboxing didn't take very long at all. So, let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what lies inside. Let's see what that sound is. We'll start off with this screw here at the bottom, or the top. I don't know what the top or the bottom is on one of these. But it's here, on this part. Never taken one of these apart. Oop. That must be the system memory. Just a typical CR32 or 2032, whatever. And we'll take these out on the front here. This is a Philips 00 bit that I'm using. Well, that one's longer than the others, so it's always nice. Does this thing come off of here? Yeah. It looks like there's four screws on here, some more Phillips, and then some of those Y screws that Nintendo is so that they use so often. I'll tell you what though, this little screwdriver set, I'm not gonna say what brand it is because honestly I don't even remember. Just some cheap Chinese brand that I got on Amazon. But a little set like this is very, very handy for all of this. It comes with, this thing was like $15 or something. It comes with a little screwdriver, it extends. all that stuff. But it comes with all the bits, all the security bits, everything you need for like a PlayStation 4, or these Y bits that you need for Nintendo stuff, or even the game bit that you need for old cartridges. That's what it is, 64 cartridges and such. It's a nice little investment. I feel like I still need something bigger. Okay. Aha, there's a Y screw under here. I didn't notice that at first. So let's get that one too. Yeah, and in this part of the video, I'm not going to worry about getting this thing back together because obviously it's not really going to work. Well, I mean, maybe I'll get it apart and find out that it will work, but I'd be surprised. So I'm just opening it at this point, and you know, maybe I'll get some more of these later, and then I'll have some parts. But from the sounds of things, I'm not going to have any parts at all. I'll have nothing. Well, these things are really on there, man. It's a good way to stab yourself. Oh, and look at that. There's not even one under there. I wasted all that time for nothing. Oh, and there's not one under there either. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, do these come off? Ah, they do. And underneath, looks like some more of those famous Nintendo Y bits. Cool. And cool. Not one under there either. I really hope this reaches. Okay, it does. Barely. I can't remember what it is, but something I couldn't get it to reach. This is just a little too wide. So maybe look at that when you're shopping for these online. These sets. If you ever shop for one of these sets of screwdrivers. But it's easier to get the whole set at once than it is to try to find all of the bits individually, or you know, find them as you need them. Because that's kind of how I started, was when I started doing all of this, I would come across a bit that I would need, and then I would go out and I would get that bit. And I did that a couple times, maybe 3 times, and I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and get a set that has all of them. And it'll be easier that way. And this thing come apart now. I don't know of any other screws anywhere. Well, shoot. The other one out now. This thing come apart here. Along this edge. It appears as if it comes apart there, but okay, it's starting to come apart. There we go. A little bit more. Oh, I bet there's something under there. God, these little things. Maybe? I don't know. Yep. And I bet there's, yeah, just little stickers here. I thought those looked a little funny. And then I bet there's another one here. Okay. So we've got 2 Phillips and a Y. And then hopefully this should come apart. This is more screws than I'm used to having to take out of something before I get it open. So on that PlayStation, I tested it because I actually had the stuff to test it. It worked, except for the controller port didn't work, so I just took the drive out of it and put it into a working PlayStation. Because it's a little easier to get to the disk drive. Oh, I bet there's stickers here too. Than it is to get to the controller port. Although it's not that hard for either. Yeah. These are wide. Oh yeah, that front plate is just gonna come right off of there now. Just about. Okay, we got a cord. Got a power cord here. So that's for the front plate. They wire that all the way around. It goes all the way around to there. Well, now is this going to come apart though? One thing I've learned is you always want to try to be gentle. Because you never know when there's going to be a cord attached or something. Okay, so this is the little fan cover. That's not what was making the sound. What was making the sound is still in there. Huh. Well, shoot. I was hoping I didn't have to go much deeper than that, but oh well. Let's keep going. We'll take the fan off next. Just right here on the back. Two screws and a battery, or and a power cable. Hold the fan in. Okay, like I said, I'm not too worried about keeping this nice. Are these supposed to be seemingly in pieces? It kind of seems like it. I don't know. Okay, there's a couple screws here on top. We'll take those off. Are those? Yeah, they're bigger Phillips. So we'll take off these smaller ones down here. Yeah. Not only was it more screws to get just into it, it seems like more screws just in general, all throughout. Although it is a newer system than what I usually work on. I have done some stuff to my PS4. There's lots of screws for that one. And if I was planning on putting this back together, I would definitely take more care of my screws and stuff and try to keep better track of them, but I don't really have an intention on getting this back together, so this is more of a take it apart, and if you want to see how to put it back together, watch the video in reverse, I guess. You do that. Not quite sure what that is. Some there too. That's the dry. I don't know. The further we go, the more we'll understand, I bet. Or maybe it's one of those, the more you know you don't know, stuff. That's a very true statement. And I'm sure there's a more precise way of doing this too. If you just want to get to certain things. Or if you just want to, yeah. I'm sure there's better ways, but. I'm sure there are also better, guides for trying to fix that kind of stuff, or, actual guides for trying to fix that kind of stuff. So I feel like I've removed a ton of screws and I'm still not getting anywhere with this. Like nothing is coming off still. Is this thing gonna come off? No? Well, maybe. All right, we got to the heatsink. Cool. That's a part. I know that. Is this thing gonna come out or just the? Something holding it over here. What's holding you into place, you little bugger? There we go. You're just pinched in there. Must have taken a tumble. So I'm thinking that's what was floating around in there making all that sound. I'd like to just get the, here. What if I take this out? There's not one over there. A little better. Still some more screws in here. Okay. You see it. So I've got that holding me in. I got a couple things holding me in, I guess. Okay, that one just comes out like that. No clip, nothing. This one has a little clip. Just one of those. And there's, I guess that answers the question on whether or not these are supposed to be such small pieces holding the fan into place and stuff. No. No, they're not supposed to be so small. Let's just go ahead and take the rest of this part off of here. A little bit of tape, a little bit of tape. That one. Oh. It's hard to take a screw out with a screw. Although I'm sure there are people out there who can do it. sure someone out there in the comments could tell you what these things are. Other than broken, you know. I'm sure some smart ass out there could say that. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the part that was broken. I don't know what it does. This might actually be okay from the bottom down. I mean, heck, the drive might even be okay. I really don't know. It doesn't look like it's too messed up or anything. Although I guess I'd have to open it up to really see. Well, I guess that'll be for another time. We figured it out. Figured out what the problem was, what the culprit was. It was, you know, plastic pieces. I'm gonna just label some of this stuff, get it boxed up as parts for another time, and yeah, keep that in mind next time I buy a what is this, a Wii? Yeah, a Wii. Next time I buy one of those. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it was more enjoyable since I came back and actually did a little something. You know, if you want to figure out how to put it back together, just hit the rewind button now. If you liked it at this point, like the video. I already said all that crap, you know it. So, again, we'll catch you on the next one, folks.